Hello, this is Diana. This is my Trailblazers of the Universe YouTube channel. On my channel, I'm helping you fearlessly and unapologetically live your best, most authentic life. I'm helping you break through your barriers and transcend limitations you may have. If that sounds good to you, make sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons. So, on February 5th, 2023, we have a full moon in Leo. So this video is going to be things you should know about the full moon in Leo, February 2023. New moons are about kind of bringing in new intentions, starting fresh, new cycles, and the full moons are releasing the old cycles that don't serve, right? Releasing old patterns, closing out the cycle. So, with this full moon being in Leo, so Leo is known for shining very bright. They like to be the center of attention, very generous, very connected to their heart, very passionate. Think about this, very confident, courageous. They have a lot of courage. They're a fire sign. But on the flip side, one of the more negative traits could be their pride and their ego, right? It may be a lack of self-awareness sometimes because focusing more on self. Sun rules this sign. So there's a lot of focus on self. So when you have a lot of focus on self, you can have a bigger ego, have a lot of pride. They could have negative feelings when the attention isn't on them all the time. We know that full moons are about releasing, right? So the way I would think about this, relating this to being in Leo, is that what is preventing you from shining, from being your most authentic self? Are you the star of your own life? Are you the main character in your movie, in life? Like, who's running your life? Are you running life or other people running your life? Are you letting other people's expectations run your life? Are you really stepping into your true authentic self? So this Leo energy should give you the confidence to authentically step into your power. Where are there times when your ego got in the way of being your most authentic self? Like maybe you had a fear of rejection, or fear of, hey, if I express my authentic self, I'm not going to be the center of attention anymore, or people aren't going to like me, right? Am I going to be validated, right? The spotlight's not going to be on me. What situations in your life has your pride got in the way? Maybe relationships have failed. Maybe business opportunities have failed. Or even working with other people, you weren't living from the heart space. You were letting that ego and the pride get in the way. Leo is ruled by the heart. So that can be a little bit of a battle going on too, right? Because the Leo has this wanting to be a center of attention, wanting to shine all the time, right? Very confident. The sun rules it, right? Fine line between expressing that from the heart, being passionate, and also letting your ego and pride get in the way, letting your ego take over. So this full moon Leo, we need to release some of that energy. I think it's about finding balance more and accepting yourself. When you accept and love yourself, and you living from the heart isn't just doing what you're passionate about, it's also like loving yourself. So how can you love and accept yourself more the way you are? Once you love and accept yourself, you can live more authentically from the heart. You're not afraid to be yourself. You're not afraid to be authentic. You can really shine, not from an ego perspective, like, oh, I'm the best, better than everybody, oh, I'm the center of attention. It's like balance that from the heart. Bring it back into the heart space. Shine from the heart instead of the ego. Starts with finding things that you're passionate about, that you feel drawn to. Something that connects more to your heart space. Something that's very personal to you. That you're passionate about from a place of love. Something, it could be different for everybody. It's not going to be the same thing for everybody. And with the shift in frequency that's going on the planet, this goes well with that because we are shifting from, say, 3D, 5D, whatever. I don't really like to use the terms too much, but basically there's a shift in frequency, right? And we know we are in a paradigm shift, going from fear, right? The paradigm of fear, living in fear. You see fear is projected everywhere, right? Fear to love, the frequency of love. Love transcends fear. Love transcends all. Love, the heart chakra, is even the balance between the upper and the lower chakras, right? For this full moon Leo, we need to release these emotions that aren't in alignment with our higher self. You express your authentic self through the heart space, not from the ego. Once we transcend those emotions and accept ourselves more and live from the heart space, we will make better choices that are aligned with that version of ourselves. And then we can really shine. We need to release those things first. So, use the courage energy, the courageous energy from this full moon in Leo to release these lower emotions, the pride, even you might even have guilt or shame, right? All those things are lower emotions, right? Fear, expressing yourself in the heart. When you're living from the heart, it transcends the fear. So where it's not letting other people's opinions of us dictate us whether we're going to live authentically or not. You should be the main actor and director of your own life, not other people. Love and accept yourself. And once you radiate that, live from your heart space, it will also affect the world around you in a positive way too, because you're radiating from a different place. From the heart has a higher frequency, right? When you're living from the frequency of love, instead when you're driven by love and passion, and not more from ego and passion, it's more authentic. You inspire others, and it's a higher frequency, so you're going to attract more of what you want in your life anyway. Expressing yourself authentically from your heart space. And the only last thing I'm going to say is, well, also part of it is being vulnerable, allowing yourself to be vulnerable. Part of expressing your real authentic self is expressing your vulnerable moments. You don't have to be this perfect version of yourself. And people will actually love and respect you more. I mean, not everybody's going to like you, but that's life. But if you can be willing to be vulnerable and express yourself, and even that means showing emotions, expressing emotions to shine more. You don't have to be this perfect version of yourself. You can just be vulnerable. It's okay to share your insecurities. It's okay to share more personal stuff, or whatever you feel. Show the more vulnerable sides of yourself. Sometimes fire signs. I'm an Aries sun sign, so I know sometimes you got that fire. Sometimes you don't want to be more vulnerable. We can put a wall up a lot, right? Because we're kind of like got that fiery energy, but it's okay to be vulnerable as well. And with the full moon, emotions often run high during a full moon, so allow the emotions to come up and be okay to express them to people or to share. Maybe share a piece of content that we express your emotions more. Be like a TikTok or writing or something. Part of stepping into your authentic self is also showing all sides of you, not just the best side of you, right? Show your darker side. Show your light side. It's all as one. If you like this content, hit those subscribe and like buttons. I also have a Facebook group, an Instagram, and a TikTok. The links are in this video description. I also offer transformational and spiritual coaching. If you're interested in that, my contact information is in this video description as well. Have a good day. Namaste.